Say what?
He, he had a fight off grid.
Who we talking about? What's going on, Brian Norman?
Hey, what's going on, boss? What's going on?
What
Hey
up,
man,
coach?
just wanted to get
What's
you
up?
on,
What's up, Ron?
coach.
What's up, man?
So what's the deal, man? Eddie out here saying that you guys received an offer and turned it down,
No, no,
saying
no.
that you already signed.
No, he didn't even say we turned it down. Now they just added words to what he said. No,
Well,
we didn't turn nothing down.
cause you know I know, I know, and
Yeah,
what I know is that y'all already signed the Jin Sasaki fight, so you couldn't
right,
take the fight. So
right,
same
right.
shit.
Yeah, same old shit, same old Eddie ass motherfucking tactics. Well, I mean, this is a well documented fight that's been announced since the end of April.
Now let me ask you, just to get that right out the way, legally, what would happen to you and your son if you pulled out the Jin Sasaki fight in order to negotiate with Eddie? Is that even legally possible?
I don't give a fuck. That's out the question. We not fucking with Eddie when it comes to pulling out no. And then they talking about the fight that's in the end of the year, December, November, like that. We can do both. What the
Well,
fuck
no,
are we talking about?
he only said October, November, December since you've already signed the fight, Jin
Yeah,
Sasaki.
yeah. We can do both. We can do both. We said initially he said September. That's what he said. Not for us. He said in the post fight interview that Boost was looking to come back no September. So that would have been fine. You know what I'm saying? That way my son could have still did whatever he was gonna do and still fight in September. That's fine too. If we do September, it's fine. September is good. And that's according to what he said. But you got to remember, he never even nobody ever expressed interest in him fighting my son until I saw yesterday with the interview.
You saying there was
Mm.
no interest in fighting your son till the
No, no,
interview
no.
yesterday?
They never expressed interest. They never expressed interest outside of before Derek Cuevas fight. They asked. It was same as the usual. They asked top rank. They asked us did we want to fight him. This before Cuevas. We said yes. All right, that's how it goes. They already in contract with Stanionis. We already in contract with Cuevas. Fine and dandy, that's cool. After Boots fight, we asked, I screamed from the mountaintops, we want this motherfucker next. What's up? You a pussy if you don't call us out. I screamed to the top of my lungs. I texted daddy. I texted his brother. I said everything I could to everybody. I got all that in the text, all that in the messages and shit. Nobody ever responded to me. You feel what I'm saying? Jen Sasaki publicly approached my son, after his fight. My son told him in the interview after the fight, if I can't get the unification bout, I definitely come to Japan to give you that. You feel what I'm saying? You can go watch the interview on that. We can't make this kind of shit up. You feel what I'm saying? We can't make the timeline up. So now after Boo's fight, he said he want to take a vacation. He want to see what's next. He want to talk to his family. Blah blah blah. Okay, cool. Respectfully handle your business. We got shit to do. We accepted Jen Sasaki fight at the end of April, and now here we are finna fight in June, and we finna fight in 4 weeks. So if we talking about a fight in November, December, we already said yes. So you asked tentatively, will we agree to the fight? Absolutely, we will. We did. We gonna fight him. Period. Like what the fuck are we talking about? But we not gonna negotiate the terms and sign no contract. You can't do that. You can't do that.
So I mean, this is, for lack of better words, and I know it may bother you the way I'm framing it, but are there no concerns, any fears that, you know, uh, better the devil you know than the one you don't, right? Like you've sparred Boots, you know Eddie, you never been to Japan, you don't know fucking Mr. Honda, like,
No,
and
I don't.
and and Top Rank is the one pushing this guy on y'all, like. How you know,
Hold
like
on.
my co-host love to say, how you know this is not a deeper, darker link and y'all being set up?
Yeah, this is a deeper, darker criminal link, coach.
Like how you know you're not being set up? It's like you said the last time you was on. I didn't even know this guy, but obviously Top Rank want him because they brought him to my son. They had it translated. So how
Right.
you know, you know what I'm saying? Like they not secretly planning shit behind your back. Why not make the best move for you? Obviously the Boots fight is more money and more recognition and a bigger
Mm-mm.
stage.
No, no, no. I'm looking at it like this. Again, we can do both. We can do both. Simple as that. We can do both. I'm not worried about being set up because only two people gonna
You
be in
could
that
do
ring, and
both
that's
if you win, though. Look at what happened
I
to
just
Carlos
that's what I
Adames and
just
Hamza.
that's what I just said. I just said what I said. I said if when we get in the ring, there's only two people gonna be in that ring. It's about the belief in yourself. We believe just that much in ourselves that we gonna fuck them up, steamroll them, and come on back.
I mean, I'm sure Carlos Adames thought the same thing. And then he had Turkey Al Sheikh telling his opponent that he was down. You just never know in this sport, right? Like,
No,
look,
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Ryan was gonna get allegedly. I have no confirmation of that, but allegedly Ryan and Devil was gonna make 30 million, and now look, everybody thought he was gonna beat Rolly. We just don't
Well,
know.
we're not going to Japan for a small amount of money, so either way, it's fine. We're not going for nothing. We good. We good. We good. We good. We gonna get the we gonna win the fight. We gonna come back and we gonna negotiate. We gonna win the fight. We not gonna we would never. Why would we pull out of a fight? You just said the devil you know. The devil I know in Eddie Hearn is a snake. The devil I know in Eddie Hearn like to pull bullshit. That's what I know in Eddie Hearn. I don't trust Eddie Hearn. Even what he doing right now, this doesn't make sense. What he doing right now? Why would you? We got to fight in 4 weeks. Our fight has been announced for about 3 weeks now. Am I correct?
I don't know about three, but
Yeah.
it's certainly been announced. I
It's
could
been
go look.
announced for about 3 weeks. I'm telling you because it's May the 12th today. The fight was announced at the end of April. At the end of April, that's 3 weeks right here. It's been announced for about 3 weeks. That's enough. So don't say in the interview if you're indeed taking the fight to Japan, bitch. That's on Box Reg. It's been in the works. We left to come to we in Big Bear. We left to come to Big Bear May the 4th.
That's
We've been up
true.
here since May the 4th. So this
Y'all in
it's been
Big
a
Bear?
long time, huh?
Y'all in Big Bear?
Yeah.
We in Big Bear. Yeah, yeah. We've been up here since May the 4th.
It's cursed up there, man. You see how they had Devin out there on that track meet?
Listen, Tone. That's people who he did what he did. Devin got the win. That's fine. That ain't got shit to do with us or whatever else. It's only two people gonna get in that ring. It's cold as fuck out here. It's only two people gonna get in that ring. And hold on 1 second. Shit.
It was officially announced, confirmed, April 24th, 2025.
That's 3 weeks. 3 weeks. And that's confirmed. That's box reg. That's on the news. That's everywhere you want to do. So if you're gonna come in, why would you say if it's indeed true or if we indeed taking it? What the fuck? You trying to muddy the waters. You trying to make it about you. It's not about you no more. He had what he had going on with Stanionis. Nobody bothered him. Nobody said nothing to him. He said, I'm locked in on what's in front of me. I'm locked in on my opponent. We never bothered. We never said shit. Handle your business. After that, come get this work. At the post fight press conference, my son said that he wanted the winner. The winner never expressed interest in him. Had all the chances in the world to express interest in him. Well, fuck it. We got a guy right here that said he does want to fight him. So let's get that work in. So now he come back and say, yeah, do you want to fight? And no, this Eddie. If you want to fight at the end of the year, hell yeah, you want to fight at the end of the year. You got to sign the contract now. Why? That don't make sense.
So how
Yeah,
is
I mean,
Big Bear?
Boots.
Oh, go ahead, champ.
No, I'm saying that is true. After Boots' fight with Stanionis, he should have been at immediately in the press conference like, y'all need Boots next. Like direct.
Run. That's what we said. We was over here saying this. We was over here saying it. It's killing me that it's tripping me out that people not holding him to the same standards they holding us to. Like, why the fuck he ain't got to say nothing? Why the fuck can he just sit over here like he's some kind of fucking prima donna sitting on a motherfucking pedestal and he ain't got to say nothing? Man, fuck him.
Mm.
Fuck him. I'm sick of that shit. Nobody trying to kiss his ass. Nobody trying to chase him. You know what I'm saying? We stopped saying his name because to me it was clear he didn't want to fight. After that fight he had last, it was clear he didn't want to fight.
You
That's what
saying
I seen.
Boots? You saying Boots don't want to
Yes.
fight?
To me, after his last fight, if we over, listen to me. You ain't hearing me. I text everybody personally, personal numbers, DM his brother, text them personally. Look, bro, we want you next. What's up? Nobody. Well, his brother responded with the emoji with the sunglasses on. Nobody said shit. So I mean, what are we doing here? We gonna sit here and wait on him and see what the fuck he want to do? What he gonna do? Fuck him. Again, I keep telling you, my son is 24 years old. He's ahead of him. He's ahead of him. He's ahead of where he was when he was 24. That's it. He's ahead of him. So we not worried about him. My son got his own thing going on.
Many people are starting to insinuate that you guys prefer not to fight him and just wait for the
No, we
Ryans
going
and the
no,
Devins and the Tios that are on their way. Do you
no, we
consider
want
those
him.
names bigger fights?
No, they are bigger fights, but we want him. We want him for personal reasons now. They are bigger fights, but we want him.
Do you think that he can make 147 past 2025? And I mean Jerron Boots Ennis?
They said they want to fight at the end of this year, so we shouldn't have to do it past 2025.
No, I hear you, but do you think he'll be a welterweight in 2026?
In every interview, Ness, I know you like to be right, but in every interview, he has said openly he has no problem making the weight. You look,
I'm
you could
just
believe
asking
what you.
your opinion. I'm just asking your opinion.
He's not that big of a guy. I keep telling you, me and you always have problems about people's size and how big they are. He's not that big. I've been telling you that. People, I don't know why people want to make up some kind of giant. He's not that big.
So how's Big Bear been? What are some of the
Man,
changes? It's
it's
cold.
beautiful. It's fucking cold. It's cold today. It's cold today. It was till snow when we got up here. Then
Damn.
like the next, then like all last week, that shit was beautiful. Peace. It's still beautiful out there now. It's just fucking cold now. But it's like we same me and you on the same time. So it's what
Yeah. 654.
6:55 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So it's cold as fuck or whatever. So as long as it goddamn it's probably been the coldest it's been in the morning so far. But other
Uh,
than that, nah, man, it's been beautiful. It's been gorgeous, peaceful as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like everything clicking like it's supposed to click. Everything is perfect.
so what's the benefit? Is it because there's high altitude or is it because of the seclusion? Like what is it?
High altitude. I just lost my breath walking from outside, even though it was kind of cold. Walking, it's the altitude. It's the
Oh,
altitude. Yeah, it definitely take your breath away.
damn.
I got a little run there with my son too. The breathing when you lose your breath, it's like deep in your chest. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
It's like it's a deeper feeling. It's a deeper, darker link. Hit the link. Hit the soundbar.
Talk about Murder Inc. That just establishes a darker, deeper criminal link.
But yeah, nah,
So you guys have a lot of options, in my opinion. Obviously, you got Eddie Hearn talking about the Boots fight.
we
We
got a
just had.
lot, but we got a lot, but we just want him.
I hear you, but it seems like Top Rank has their own plans, right? You
Don't
said,
matter.
I don't know if you said it here or another interview. You said that in the ring, you told Carl Moretti that you would fight Rohan Polanco.
That ain't shit compared to what that ain't even with what we're doing now. That ain't that. I did say that. I told Carl. I said this is what I said to Carl verbatim. I walked over to him because I know how they be trying my son. I said, bro, you got your star right there in the.
Uh-oh, we lost him.
Big Bear.
Nah, we good. You ready?
Yep, we back.
Yeah, nah, nah. Phone call came in. I told my son. I told him, Carl. I said, you got your star right there in the ring. I mean, shit, he right there in your face. You know what I'm saying? I said, shit, we'll fight
They hitting him up.
that bullshit.
Work time.
I said, huh?
I said work time.
Nah, I said, you're right. I said we'll fight whoever y'all trying to fight. I said, I don't give a fuck if it's Polanco. I don't give a fuck who it is, but I mean, people do that stupid shit. I said we don't have to, you know what I'm saying? We don't have to that's a step back. Polanco is a step back at this point. But we will definitely fight Polanco. We not I mean that ain't shit to us. Polanco is not a threat.
Not a threat. He talking like
No.
they
I
talking
watch
like
I watch
they about
I
that.
didn't know. Listen, I heard Polanco on your show.
Hmm.
I heard Polanco on your show. I heard him talking shit about Rashida Ellis. He came on, we was on Mill City. He told some bold-faced ass lies. Talking about he got footage of sparring. You remember on your show, he said he put that pressure on for Rashida Ellis? We
I
pressed
remember.
him about all of that shit. Polanco is a liar. He's a liar. He said, "Don't come on, you're lying. I got the video." Perfect. Show the video. Show the video. Show the video. No, let's make another video. He's a fucking liar. Polanco is some bullshit. Man, Polanco had a whole fucking say, man. Polanco is some bullshit. So I'm like, when you come out as a man, when you come out, you automatically gonna have a certain amount of respect for a person. Of course, not respect them as a liar or not think they're a liar, but for you to come out your mouth and say, "I got this on video," and then we say, "Okay, well, where's the video?" And now you don't have a video? Nah, that ain't gonna go.
So, who you brought in camp with you, man? Ain't nobody in
Oh,
Big
we
Bear.
got
You
a
got to
couple.
bring him.
Yeah, yeah. We got a couple guys. We got one guy from down the mountain.
You getting all them phone calls.
Keep going. I don't know why the thing, man. These folks be crazy. I got one. We got one from down the mountain. We got one we brought in with us from Jersey. Is one of our stable mates, Justin Figueroa, out of Atlantic
Okay.
City.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know
we got Justin
Justin.
Figueroa. Right. We got him out of Atlantic City. We got a couple more coming out, like Abel Sanchez up here. He got a guy for us, whatever we're supposed to start working with next week. So we got work. We got about 4 or 5 guys, and then I got my guy down at Hands On Fitness down the mountain. I was gonna call him. I talked to him already after we get acclimated to the altitude up here. I wanted to go down there and try to get some work with some of his guys. Same thing, but he like 2 hours away. But that's cool too.
Damn. So a week in, and you still not acclimated.
We gonna see today. We're gonna see
Wow.
the day as far as in the ring. You know what I mean? You got 3 days of sparring. So you got Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then, you got the rest of it. So like it's definitely a change. It's definitely a change. Whereas we're doing 4 minute rounds. We're doing 4 minute rounds. So when you're doing the rounds, well, my son usually can go. He can go forever as far as in the ring. Shit. 4, 5 rounds or 4 minute, you know what I'm saying? 4, 5 rounds or 4 minute rounds. He gasping for air up here. Like it was different now. It's different up here.
Um,
What does Jen Sasaki like do? Is he do anything good to y'all? Like, you been studying? I know you've been studying that man.
Yeah, man, I studied my ass off. I studied as much as I could. He's there to be hit. He's there to fight. It's gonna be. I mean, we're not even going again. Just like my son been doing. He trying to beat them at their own game. He gonna take away from you, just to show you that. I mean, it's really an ego thing for him. You know what I'm saying? So all he does is come forward, try to. He's like he think he'll powerhouse. He's 19-1 with 17 knockouts. So most of his fights ended by knockout, 2 by decision or whatever else. So he gonna bring it to us. We gonna take it right back to him. We ain't trying to box him. We ain't trying to do none of that. We steamrolling.
Okay.
Yeah, we ain't boss. We gonna give him exactly what he want, and that's why I'm telling you when it comes to you, like you said about the top rank and about the setting us up, all of that is possible. You know what I'm saying? But hey, look, man, I believe it's all in God's hand, and whatever He decide to make me believe or make us believe, that's what we're gonna believe, and that's what we're gonna do. And right now, I believe He can beat him. I believe He can steamroll him. I believe He can steamroll him with no problems. And I think we're gonna come back with a victory, and we're gonna be on to the next. Now, if Jerron or Eddie is still sitting there because we said we'll take the fight. And he talking about a fight at the end of the year. There should be no problem with making this fight in 4 weeks. There should be no problem with making this fight. We saying we want to fight. We don't want nobody else but him. We said that.
I got Edwin Martinez that says Boots said his name at the post fight. What is Brian Senior talking about?
He didn't say his name at the post fight. No, he didn't. I'll tell you exactly what he said. Ness, you know me, you go through this all the time. I listen to words. So what are you talking about? They asked him about my son. He said Brian Norman not good. That's what he said. He never said he wanted to fight Brian Norman. Go back and look at that press conference, whoever you are. He did not say he wanted to fight my son.
Do
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
true. He never directly said y'all want to run the squabble with Brian Norman
Never
Jr.
said it. He's never said it publicly anywhere. He's never said it ever. He's never said it. Even with the country, he's never said it. I listen to words, bro. That man has never said that.
So in Tokyo, it's 11:03. So how does
Right,
being in Big Bear suit you guys? Why wouldn't you hold camp somewhere that you can get acclimated to the time zone? Because right now it's
right.
11:03 in Tokyo.
We going to we're going over there 2 weeks early. We shouldn't have no problem with that. All you gotta do, usually what I do when it comes to getting acclimated with any kind of time, I know we good at like, you know how you stay up and you like you stay up. If anything, that's the best way to do it. You got to stay up and then get your sleep that way. You know what I'm saying? So if you got to stay up for a couple of extra hours or whatever else, and then go to sleep on time. And once you wake up, you do that a couple of times. Your body gonna be a little tired at first, but then that's how you get acclimated to that. But that I don't think that should be an issue. I don't think it should be an
Um,
issue. Yeah.
how any country like Tokyo your son's ever been to? Maybe in the amateurs, or has he not traveled internationally?
No, never across seas. This is that was another thing where people don't understand. They was asking, as a champion, why you going to defend your belt? I mean, it's a hell of an opportunity. It's a hell of an experience. Like a lot of fighters even they go through their whole career, even world class fighters. Not world class. Like I mean Hall of Fame fighters, because he is a world class fighter. He's the world champion. But even Hall of Famers, they don't even get a chance to go overseas and get that experience. And anytime you go overseas, it's not going to be on your terms. You know what I'm saying? That you got something like Ali in Africa or some shit like that. It's not going to be on your terms. Any fighter that goes overseas, Stephen Fulton, you got Angelo Leo going over on May the 24th. Anytime you go over there, it's going to be on their playing field, but you get the experience of doing it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we're doing it for the experience. We're doing it for the experience. We're doing it for, I mean, it's a few different reasons, man. It's a hell of an experience. Like I said, people go through their career and they never had those experiences. We're not trying to just be U.S. fighters or be known here or we're not trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? He's a world class fighter and he's a world champion and he's willing to travel the world to do that. He want to fight in the UK. He want to fight in Japan. He want to fight overseas. He will
So
fight Conor. He'll fight Conor being in the UK. He want it. He want that.
so I don't know if you know, but the arena only holds 4,000. Like that's
Yeah, I seen
smaller
it.
than the theater.
I seen it. I seen it. It was at the gymnasium, some shit, some Tokyo gymnasium, whatever. Hey, whatever they got going on, they got
Four,
nothing to do with us. They paying us.
4,000, 4,012 seats.
That's even
Maybe when they
right.
scale it to boxing, they could get it an extra 1,800. So we're looking at
5,000, 5,800.
5,812.
Yeah.
But
Just like you did your research, do mine. Yeah.
the twist is, are you going to be able to perform? Can your son perform when there's no crowd participation? Like Japan is going to be much like it was in Times Square. I think maybe in Times Square there was more cheering than there will be in Japan. Have you ever
Nah, yeah,
fought
there
in a
won't be no
situation like
cheering.
that?
Yeah, there's no cheering. Yeah, I mean, shit. It's. I teach my son that his home is in the ring. So wherever those four corners are, that's where we're gonna be at. That's where his home is. That's his house. So when you whatever you put that squared circle at, wherever you put it in the center, I don't give a fuck if you put it in the center of your house. Wherever you put that motherfucker at, that's where we going. That's where Tone, that's where we running the squabble at. That's where we run the squabble at.
That's
So
gonna be
yeah,
lit.
nah, it don't matter. We not
I'm
worried about.
interested to see how this plays out. I
You gotta
didn't
remember,
know that it was only
Ness, Ness,
4,000 seats. That's
Ness,
crazy.
Ness. You gotta remember, bro. You gotta remember this. You gotta remember this. We role warriors. We role warriors literally by nature, from amateur to pro to now. We had a lot of home fights. We had a lot of home fights. That's what people get mistaken too when they think we ain't headline the show. You can go look at his box rate. He had a lot of home fights. I think he had about five or six maybe. And we sold out every one that we was in the venue that we was, with the exception of one. But other than that, we had several home fights. So we do good at home. But when it comes to the bigger stages, that's all we've been. We've been role warriors, and we don't mind doing that. Again, after this, we'll go to Philly to fight Boo. We saying this shit openly. Like, call me a liar, show me I'm a liar. You know what I'm saying? Call my bluff. We used to it. It builds. You mean so when you have other people, like I said, with them. They stay in they prefer to stay in their backyard. They prefer to stay in their comfort zone. My son's comfort zone is in those four corners, that squared circle. That's his
Mm.
comfort zone. Don't give a fuck where that comfort zone at. That's how that's what it is. What he's been through in life prepare him for that. So we cool with that.
I think those are all the questions. Obviously, there was a prompt interview. We wanted to get your thoughts. Let me make sure there's anything here.
Yeah, well, what was crazy was that shit came out of nowhere yesterday. I didn't know. It's like, just imagine you asking me, will I do something? I agree. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. Well, let's do this. Well, no, I can't do. I can't. You're a businessman, Next. Now we can't talk the specifics of it until after we take care of this because of obvious reasons.
I
Because the
mean, but
specific.
coach, there are bigger names than your son that have done what Eddie's asking you to do. For instance, Andre Ward. He made a 4-fight deal with Kovalev. It was really a 3, but it had the rematch clause. He took Alexander Brand, Sullivan Barrera, then Kovalev with the rematch. Um, there's plenty of fighters that take
Now,
that one fight and it's already on contract. Like, again, Ryan and Devin, they
all
both
right.
knew we have to fight Jose and Rolly, and then we fight each other in October.
Okay,
Tio,
so check it
same
out.
thing. He took a deal like that.
So check it out. Check it out. Everything you saying is correct except one thing. There was no contract signed about the specifics. There was no contract. We will sign a fight saying we will fight him. That's not the issue. We can't sign the specifics. The specifics go in the contract. It goes in on this date. It goes in on this arena. It goes in on this venue at this time. You can't have the specifics without the last. Even with like you said, the rematches or the this or the that, you can sign and say, okay, yeah, we'll do this, but the specifics cannot be discussed. They can't be discussed until you finish one fight. What if you get hurt? What if you get this? What if you get that? The specifics of the contract are the specifics. They have lines where on this day, at this time, at a 12 rounder for the WBO, WBC, what if we go to Japan to lose the title? Then what? You get what I'm saying? The specifics of the contract cannot be signed until you have the specifics, until you know the specifics. That's what I'm saying.
So there
So
wasn't
you're
even
right.
a
Hey,
term
look.
sheet. There wasn't. It
Yeah,
was just more like, yo, we want y'all to fight our fighter. There wasn't any details.
yes. We can do that. That's no problem. We'll do that all day. We'll do that all day, all night. You feel what I'm saying? Twice on Thursday. We'll do that all day, all night, but we can't sign the specifics because we don't know the specifics. Y'all don't know the specifics. So what the fuck are we talking about? That's what I'm saying. This is a dumbass issue. Like to me, they just threw themselves in the limelight for no reason whatsoever. You asked what we fight you, motherfucker. We said yeah. So what do you bring it to the public saying we won't sign the contract until after the fight? What kind of shit is that to bring out? What is that? What would be your purpose of saying that 4 weeks before my son fight, putting yourself out here saying yeah, they said they'll fight, but he won't sign the contract until he won't entertain the fight. He won't entertain you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? So to me, even with the wording of what he said, sounds like he's saying he won't entertain a fight with him, and that's not true. Because we're saying publicly, I can go get my son right now. He'll tell you right here on here, he will. You know what I'm saying? He upstairs, like he'll tell you right here, yeah, we gonna fight him. You know what I'm saying? But we can't sign the contract in the specifics until the fight we already got. You can't do that.
Now, at
Canelo,
times, I'm sure people listening and they're like, man, he sounds agitated, but are you truly bothered by what Eddie's doing, or do you look at it like, man, he's building my
no,
son up? He's
no,
talking about
no,
my son.
no. I'm pissed off at Ed. I don't like him. I don't like Ed. I don't like Eddie because I don't understand. I don't understand what the fuck he doing and why. It's like even with the money thing, he minimizing who my son is, what my son is. My son is making more money right now than Boost was making when he was 24. But you gonna pick at a 24-year-old kid that make this amount of money in 8 minutes? The fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like everything he doing, he think he's throwing shots, but he really not. So it's just I don't like I said, I don't understand the reasoning, the point for what the fuck he doing, what he doing. I don't know what he got going on. I think it's again, I try to make sense of everything in my brain, you know what I'm saying, or whatever else. Like I know he was his 3-fight deal with Boost was up. So I felt like he wanted to do something, I don't know, to keep himself relevant. I don't know what that was about. Because he had the 3 fights. So now Boost is up for a new contract with him. So maybe he was like, okay, well, let me see if I can get you the Brian Norman fight. Well, I tried to get him to sign it, but he wouldn't sign it. Like, I don't know if he on the same shit. I don't know. Because even with the fight, when they said we turned it down, we never turned it down. We counter offered. We have literally never turned down the fight with Jerron Ennis. Never.
Mm. We got Keenan Lofton that says maybe Eddie is trying to lock in this fight early as to avoid the two upcoming mandatories if the contract is signed, can't be forced to fight Giasov, etc.
Okay, well, we got 4 weeks. We got 4 weeks. So you come out after 3 weeks of our fight being announced, and you word yourself this: if you are indeed taking the fight, which is public knowledge that we taking the fight, it's public knowledge that we have the fight. So now we have to play on your terms again. Remember when we tried to help you out of the Karen fight? You bashed us, you dissed us, you told us well we wouldn't worth this. You told us that we only made this our last fight. We only made it. I mean, fuck him. What are we talking about? Fuck. What are you trying to do? You feel what I'm saying? We want to fight too or whatever. You can wait 4 weeks to find us to deal with the specifics. Simple as that.
Looks like Chico says Broadway Joel stood up like Bruce Wayne seeing that bat signal when Norman Sr. started his Polanco and Dominican boxer slander. J. Reed energy, Tom. So you was
Yeah,
going
nah.
at Polanco?
I mean, Polanco some bullshit. I had no reason.
But
He
what he say
when he
about
came,
Cha? Because you said he was lying about Rashidi.
I'm about to say. I mean, he can't lie about us. There's nothing to lie about. I mean, there's nothing to lie about. I mean, what can he say about us? He can't say nothing about us. All he want to do is he wants his opportunity. Understood, understandable. He can't lie about it. I heard your whole show. There's nothing he can say that can lie about us. We'll give him that work. You know what I'm saying? But again, he's a step backwards. Why would we will be giving him opportunity? He wouldn't be giving us opportunity. He's a step backwards. Like you said, we got Ryan, we got Devin up here, we got T.O. potentially coming up here, who we've been trying to get since last year, since they brought it up in June last year that he was supposed to fight in September 27th. Yeah, I mean, it's funny how people forget these things. My son don't get the same that he don't get the same recognition that everybody else get. He literally ducked my son September the 27th last year. You can look that up. And then when they calling out Jerron Ennis, another world title, and say that he don't want to, and this was his excuse. He didn't. I text you this. He was on your show when he said it. He said that he would have had to sign an extension with Bob if he'd have won another world title from Brian Norman. That's why he didn't do it. But then right after that, right after turning down Brian Norman, you go to Jerron Ennis and ask for a world title. You still with top rank. You still, if you win the title from him or him, you still gonna have to get the extension. So what the fuck are you talking about? You full of shit. That's the easiest fight in the world to make.
Just
And it was
playing
supposed to be.
devil's advocate here. Just playing devil's advocate. Do you think the TO stance changed because when the offer was made to you for TO Norman, it was only top rank. The offer with Boots and TO, it's got everything to do with Turkey Al Sheik.
Well, initially it did not. Initially it did not. Initially it was just Bob sending an offer to Eddie for Boots. Think about it. Remember this. Again, I pay attention to everything. I'm not just out here talking. Initially it was not. Last year at the same time at last year when he said Boots' name for the first time, Turkey had nothing to do with this. He was not on Turkey radar. You can check it right now if you don't believe it. It had Turkey had nothing to do. It was Bob. Bob sent the offer to Eddie. Boots turned that down. I'm not saying he ducked T.O., but Boots turned that down because he said he wanted unification bouts only. And then that's when shortly after, that's when the Stanionis fight was made. So I'm looking at it like, damn, bro, why you turn us down and then you take Boots and then you go scream for Boots and we over here telling you, damn, motherfucker, we'll fight you. So why not get the title off of us or get the title off of us, and then that way Boots said he won unification bout. That make it a bigger fight with Boots. That make it a more money fight with Boots. It's the easiest fight to make with my son and T.O. That's the easiest fight to make. In-house, everything else. Now again, with Turkey involved now is more money, so now you can say that. But back then, that's not what it was.
I haven't been able to find it, so I'm just gonna have to run with it. I didn't
Yeah,
know.
that's
I'm not sure. I always thought Turkey was involved in that Ennis deal.
Go back, go no. And the first year he was not. He had nothing to do with To at all. Wasn't talking about To. To wasn't on the radar back then. This was look at when he first called him out. Hey, look at when Google. I guess whenever Bob them first made the first offer to Eddie about Boots. It was before the Stanionis fight was made. It was before that. But again, look,
I don't know. I mean, what I'm getting is that the first offer to Jerron Boots Ennis versus Teofimo Lopez fight was not exclusively from Top Rank. According to reports, initial discussions involved both Top Rank, Lopez's promoter, Matchroom, Eddie Hearn, Ennis promoter, and with negotiations centered on a joint pay-per-view event to be broadcast on the ESPN and DAZN. I mean, that does
yeah,
sound like
yeah,
it's them and
yeah,
not.
that had nothing to do with Turkey
Yeah,
though. That had nothing to do with Turkey.
yeah, yeah. You sound. It sounds like you're right.
Yeah, yeah, man. Look, I pay attention. Listen, look, I listen to you. I listen to Tone. I listen to Coach. I listen to y'all all day.
I don't
I
know.
pay
This offer
attention.
was probably bogus, though. I mean, quote unquote, we'd ante up for Tio and Eddie will ante up for Ennis. I mean, that's not how boxing works. I, I can't
Man,
I can't come to you and say, Coach, I want to fight your son, but Top Rank is gonna pay him and Matchroom is gonna pay me. I never heard of that. I'm just saying, I never heard of that.
I have done. Hey, I ain't got nothing to do with the business side or whatever they had going on. All I knew was what was going on in the public eye. Turkey Alashi had nothing to do with it. It was Bob Arum that approached Matchroom with that offer. Had nothing to do with Turkey Alashi at that time. That I know for 1,000% fact.
Edwin $5. He's planning on outpricing himself again. That's going to be his way out again.
Ooh,
They don't
ooh.
believe y'all, coach. Who else? Who? You and your son. They think you gonna not take the fight. Price yourself out. Say you want more money.
No, we over that. We ain't worried about none of that. Now we going to Japan so you can stop saying stupid shit like well part of so you can stop saying stupid shit like about what he made. Like you did this in a 24-year-old kid that just made more than all these motherfuckers in here talking in 8 minutes. Like even us, like come on, bro. Like this shit is crazy. Ain't nobody finna outprice ourselves. We fight. We didn't outprice ourselves last. Hey, obviously we didn't outprice ourselves last time. If you came back and paid Sanyonis more than what we offered asked for last time, so that means that the fight was worth more. That
But
means
I
we
think
didn't
they just
outprice
learned their
ourselves.
lesson. I think they learned their lesson. Eddie
But that
wasn't
mean
in the
we didn't out. But that mean
position.
we didn't outprice ourselves either, though. But that means that the price wasn't unreal. That's what I'm saying. That's what the fans not understanding.
No,
The
that
price
I
wasn't.
agree.
Yeah, the price wasn't unreal. Like, but that's what they tell.
And the
Oh, come on.
nasty part is that the 300,000 y'all wanted, he gave this. He verbally said in the post fight that he gave 300,000 to Stanionis.
And then gave 300,000 Stanionis, and then paid Giasoft step aside money, and then had to pay Giasoft for his fight, and had to pay Giasoft opponent to get on the card. He ended up spending more money on Stanionis than he did us. See, people not understand. It's a deeper, darker link. Let me hear that. Let me hear that roll that clip for me, man.
Tone dropped off. He probably taking care of one
Oh,
tone. But I
oh,
got
okay.
Lake County that says, "How's the arm holding up post surgery?" Norman Senior.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. I can show you this.
What's that? A pass?
I had to cut my way out there, bitch.
Oh, why? Because you needed to train him.
Nah. She was miserable, man. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I let that shit. I let that bitch stay on about 6 days. I cut myself out that shit, man. I couldn't do it. But
What? So it's not
yeah,
gonna heal properly.
yeah. No, it is. My daughter was being this. It's a little too much to tell, but it's okay. It's fine. It's gonna be okay. It just gonna take time. That's all. It's gonna take time.
Alrighty
She put me
then.
in the cast. She put me in the cast because I took the splint off. You know what I'm saying? She was trying to be a bitch, but I wasn't finna be up here for no fucking. I told her I wasn't coming back for a month and a half to after Japan. So she took my June 24th. There was no way in the world I was gonna stay in that cast for no damn to no June 24th. So I was like, fuck that shit. I cut that shit off.
I got the pull-out bandit. You've already answered this, but just want to acknowledge. He says, "Asks if fighting in Philadelphia is a deal breaker."
Nope. We in Philadelphia. No problem. No problem. Fighting, we off all of that. We good with that. So hey, anything else they want to say? I see the saying they're scared to go. They go to Japan, but they're scared to go to Philadelphia. You can stop saying it because we'll go to Philadelphia. We cool with that.
Do you think Boots actually fights Tio, or do you see him fighting his mandatory in Gearsov?
I mean, I don't know. He said he won unification bout, so I don't know. I mean, if they
I mean,
trying to
there's no
do a
one
fight,
left to unify though. Like if you're busy and
us,
Barrios is fighting
we're not,
Pacquiao.
but we won't be. If he's trying to make our fight at the end of the year, if he's trying to make our fight at the end
No,
of the
no, no,
year,
no.
or
But I mean now in the immediate, since
so
you're busy.
that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. If he's looking to make a fight with us for the end of the year, what I'm saying is, why can't he wait 4 weeks to make that fight? It don't make sense that he gonna make a fight at the end of the year, but it got to be signed today. That don't make sense. It
So
don't make
you
sense.
want him not to take any fight, just to wait 4 weeks, let your son fight, and then start negotiations. Damn.
Take I don't understand that. There's really no fight for him to take.
I mean, his
You know what I'm saying? That he
mandatory. He
can't
could
wait
get that
for
out
it.
the way. He could get that out the way. Why would he pay step aside again?
So okay, so when is he gonna take that fight? I mean, again, we now you're going into the term that me and you just gonna be guessing on. I don't like doing the stuff where we playing the guessing game. So that is what it is. But what I'm saying is, if he lock in a fight now, but he's only locking in the fight for the end of the year. Okay, you verbally locked in, but we're gonna discuss the details later. That's all I'm saying. That's all we saying. That's it. Simple as that. Yes, you're locked in. You're verbally locked in. Just like Terrence Crawford and Canelo, they did not sign a contract with no specifics before that fight you just saw. Guaranteed. There's no way.
Mm.
When you sign like you said, the term sheet and everything else, you have to have the specifics. There's no way they signed that fight before then, but it was already known about. Like you said, Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, they got a 2 fight deal already locked in, but the specifics are not there. The date, the venue, the time, the money, all of this not there yet. People got to understand how contracts work. You got to have the specifics of it. It don't just work like you just okay, say this. No, it don't work that way. You have to have all the specifics, and that shit matters. And that you know as well as I know, even when it goes to making amendments to the shit, signing it, initialing it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It has to be. You have to have the terms correct. All these people talking contracts, I think it's just a way to make them feel smart and a part of the game because they don't even understand all this. They send the contract. No, they send verbal offers. No contract is sent until they have everything agreed upon. Why would you write up a contract that you're not sure motherfucker gonna take? That don't make sense. There's too much legal work, too much paperwork. I mean,
Well, Coach, those are all the questions. I do want to thank you, obviously, for jumping on. Tone, I see you back. You got anything for him before we
No, we
wrap it up?
just go out there and cook, man. Cook in Japan. I know
man,
y'all.
hey man, hibachi, live, hibachi live.
03 Dub $2. He says, Norman, get that bag. Boots got to fight Tio.
Yeah. Man, listen again. After we do this, what is he gonna be talking about his minimums? And like I said, my son finna make more than Boots ever made at 24, 25, 26. You feel what I'm saying? So what he gonna say then? He just looking for fucking talking points, man. This shit is pathetic. I don't understand it, but it is what it is, bro.
Lake
We here
County, 2 more. Norman gang over here.
all
No,
day, baby.
yeah.
All day.
Excuse
That's
me.
my dog,
Norman
man.
gang over
Over
everything.
everything. Over
Where
everything.
you
That's
at,
my dog.
Norman Senior? So I guess he was
Yeah.
calling you to come on. But Coach, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I
Okay.
appreciate you though. Thank you for jumping on and tell your son, we said do his thing, man. Bring that belt back.
Okay, big dog. Appreciate you, man.
All right.
All right.
There you
Peace.
have it, ladies and gentlemen.